Do you remember when you went on holiday and you used to build sandcastles on the beach? Do you remember when you went on holiday? You knew that however elaborate your creation, it would all be washed away when the tide came in. That was part of the fun of it. It was never built to last, but that was okay. My sandcastles looked like piles of rubble before the water got anywhere near them, but never mind. You wouldn't think building your actual house on the sand, though, because it wouldn't make sense. It might last a bit longer if you built it further up the beach, but when the winter storms came, there'd soon be nothing left of it. That, though, is exactly what Jesus says we're like if we don't listen to his words and do what he says. We're like people building our lives on the sand. They might be okay for a while, but they're never going to survive the storms of life, which will come to us all at some stage. Let's have a think what those storms might be. If we normally go to school and see our friends, then that might be a storm, trying to learn without them. If we go and do things after school that's either not happening now or doing it online, that might be a storm. That's not always easy, and it's definitely not the same. If we're a bit older, the storms might be different. Not much money coming in, loss of our job, fear of the virus, not seeing family and friends. The storm is here. So what can help us? Jesus said that if we listen to what he says and then do it, we're like wise people who build their lives on the rock. When the storms of life come, the kind of things we've been talking about, our lives are like houses that stand firm because they have Jesus as their foundation. If you want to know what Jesus said, you can find out by reading the amazing true story of his life in the Gospels. There's 4 to choose from: Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. And they all contain everything we need to know of what Jesus said when he was here on earth. If we went through everything Jesus said, this would be a very long talk. So I'm just going to give you one, and it's this: follow me. Follow me. If Jesus said something once, it's important because Jesus said it. He is God after all. But Jesus said, follow me at least 20 times. That makes it really important. To do what he says and follow him will really help us when the storms of life come along. So how do we do that? How do we follow him? The first bit is as easy as A, B, C. A, admit you've done wrong, what the Bible calls sin. B, believe in the Lord Jesus and what he has done in taking your sin upon himself at the cross. And C, come to Jesus and follow him. If we build our lives on what he says, he'll help us when those storms come. That doesn't mean to say it's always easy, but he'll be with us and look after us. So whenever you're next on holiday, or whatever you're doing, at home or wherever it might be, remember these words. Be the wise builder that Jesus talked about and make him your foundation.